it's perfect sense.
Men are being lazy. Tell us about that. Splitting the bill. You're
Super
paying
lazy.
You're paying for the bill, or
Yes, like outside of the sugar daddy situations and like that one random like feeder guy, like I'm paying.
you mean for both?
Yes.
You pay for the guy?
Yes.
Really?
I'm paying.
Pay for
Wait,
your meal and
so-
walk out.
So how does that work? So is it the guy who's asking you out?
Yeah.
Like
and
he's like, hey,
either
let's go
way,
get
either
dinner?
way.
Can I ask a question? I'm sorry
Oh,
if
for
it
sure.
comes off offensive. How are you affording this? Because there's you
Sugar
have no
daddies.
income. You moved here from Massachusetts, right?
Her inheritance. Her parents owns a maple syrup conglomerate.
It was Vernon.
Like, how
She's
are you
from
affording
Vermont.
this?
Exactly.
Vermont. Same
She's
thing.
a hustler.
What I don't understand is, like, why would you pay for their meal as well? Like, why don't you just pay for yours and walk out? Screw them. You don't have to pay for them.
Usually because I like them.
She seems
like
too
if
nice.
I'm going out. I'm too nice.
She seems too nice. You seem really sweet.
if they're like, are they even offering beforehand, or like they're just like being weird
No.
about it? Yeah. So if they're not gonna offer and they're gonna be weird, like, okay, pay for your own stuff and be like, okay, pay for your own meal then. The least that you can do is offer. I mean, I'm totally fine paying for my own meal and all that, but the least you can do is offer.
It's not like that simple though, because they guilt trip you. Like some of these guys are
You can
so
just say no.
manipulative. They're like, I
Like,
don't
oh,
have
you're
any
good.
money.
That
like,
sucks to suck.
That's crazy.
But it comes
That's
after.
insane,
like,
though.
Hold
They
on,
go on a
hold
date and they have no money. That's not your fault. You just tell them to eat a dick.
What's that No
You
Scrubs
sit
song
down.
by TLC?
You sit down and you like have your meal. Like they give you the bill. Like I'm not gonna walk out and not pay like my waiters, my waitresses, like the restaurant.
They can figure out how to pay the waiter.
I'm
you
not
paid your
trying
own
to
way.
be pro
like
man, but this
a-
is what happens to men every single day.
But
Like,
wait,
it's
wait,
kind
wait.
of a crazy discussion that
Wait,
we're having.
rewind.
They expect me to pay?
I'll pay for
No, I agree. I like when men pay for me, but it is kind of like a funny.
Well,
hearing
no, I'll
the
pay for my own stuff, but the
It's like inviting the
Where
person
did you
out to the
make
date. Should
whoever invites, I agree.
Yeah, how are you affording this?
How?
This is a good
I
question.
don't know.
How do you have money?
I think that's what I mean. Is because I'll just.
I need some.
Like none of us are narcs, but I do want to know. She's a psyop.
Doing debt.
I think that's the
last
problem.
check or wire that came into your bank account. Like, where was the source of that money?
Don't listen to them.
You don't have to
They
answer
work
that.
for the IRS.
They're the ops. Believe me, the IRS
You're about to get audited.
No, but I think that's what I mean. Because like even then, like if I went on a first date with a guy, I'd still pay my own bill. So where I'm coming from is like you should just
At
pay your
least
own
half.
stuff. No, I'll just pay my own
it's
things. I'll
'cause
pay for.
I-
I don't
I
need to
would
split
be
it.
half.
I don't go on
No,
dates.
I'm not splitting
but
it.
my
Canada's
mentality
different though.
is-
You have like your own tabs. It's not weird.
Sorry, yeah. If my mentality with dates, and I've told you guys this many times, is if I go on a date and they want to pay the whole bill, I feel almost obligated to text back, and that's why.
If they wanna pay the whole bill, I'd be like, no, let me get
at least
it.
a portion. I'll pay for the
Yeah.
whole like check, but I just the idea to me is like if they pay the whole bill, I'll feel bad. I'll feel obligated to like text them.
That's
back
what
and
I
be like,
mean.
Oh
Like-
yeah, thank you so much. Oh, so sweet.
If
But,
he
like,
offers to
even
pay
if
the
I don't like them, and
whole
that's the
bill,
thing.
I'll be like, well, no, let me get it.
Yeah.
But if he's gonna sit there and be like, I have to go to the bathroom, like, fuck you, pay your own bill.
Was he
Oh, like a
like
dine and
making up
dash?
for it? in
Yeah, I'll
any
pay my
other
own bill,
way?
like
No.
whatever.
Like he didn't like.
What about the situationship? Are you guys going 50-50? He's
No, situationship, no chance.
I really want
No,
to
I
know
hope
how
he's
you
paying.
work.
Just because I think when you're actually dating, I think the dynamic.
When you're dating,
changes
it's
a little
different
bit.
because you usually like with dating you do okay, you hit it, I hit it, you hit it, I hit it. At least for me, like one at a time.
I agree. I am not saying that I
I'll
want
hit
to
it.
be paying for everything, and I think that I would like to stop doing that.
I think you should.
Yeah, I think I should as well. And
Don't
the question
pay.
was like, oh, like Abby, you think that men are being lazy in dating? Yes, and this is why I find myself like guilt tripped and manipulated into paying for literally everything.
Just don't pay for their meal, dog. Just get
out.
get your bill for your
what
own
if
meal.
you like them? What if you care about
I'm
them?
gonna be
Is there
honest.
anything else
Are you
besides,
gonna
like,
you're
being
literally
broke?
saying that you feel like men are being lazy in dating, but then you're also saying like, what if I like them? You don't like them. He didn't pay for your meal.
You gotta be
pay for your
more
own meal and
picky on
leave.
these hinge
Come on,
dates,
back
Pay for
girl.
your own meal and leave.
Back up. Come
He's
on.
not your man, baby.
It sounds like you're willing to put up with it because you're making. Yeah.
Don't put up with it.
I think so.
Don't put up with
When
it.
it depends on
If
the
that's what you
person.
want.
It
With
depends
what?
on the person.
What she wants.
She's
Don't put
paying
up-
the whole bill.
What
for dinners.
What does she need to put up with?
She doesn't need to, but she is.
It's fine.
I got it. I fixed it.
That's true.
What? No, but what does she need to put up with?
I didn't say that.
She's
Or
talking about
what
she's,
should she not put
she's,
up with?
She's
Excuse
talking
me.
about how when she goes out to dates with men, and then at the end of the date, you know, she feels she has to pay the whole bill, like her bill and the man's meal.
Kind of like how
but then,
men
but
do?
yeah, no, that's fine. But then she's also saying like, but I'm super traditional. I don't like that men aren't paying for my
Whoa,
dinner.
wait. Did I miss the part where she said she's super traditional?
That's what she said. She said she wants men to pay for her things.
Obviously, she is.
Hold on. Let me just come in here for just a sec. You're super traditional? Or is she
I
putting
don't remember
words
her
in
saying
your
that,
Okay,
mouth?
so
actually.
let me. Okay, I'll
Maybe
throw
she
that out
would
the window.
like to be.
Okay, let me throw super traditional
was
out the
that
window.
before or after
For the
two
right
figured
men.
out?
Very
Let me
quietly.
throw super traditional out the window.
that's fair.
But she did say
She
that she
agreed.
would prefer that men pay for meals because they're lazy and dating. But if you're going out on dates with men who aren't paying your meals, why are you paying for their meals? Throw them out the window.
Well, it's not intentional. Besides maybe with like some specific people I'm seeing like repeatedly. Like I don't go into a first date thinking like, oh yeah, like if they don't want to pay, I'm gonna like put up with it. Like it's just, what are you gonna do? Like I am not the type of person to not pay if we sit down. If it's more like, no, it's just so awkward. Like, or what if it's just burgers and you're like at the window and you like order your burgers and they're like, okay, the bill is this. I'm not gonna like look at like the person serving us or like taking the bill and look at like the guy and be like,
Just be like, hey.
well, I guess we can't get
I-
burgers.
but-
Like I guess we can't eat.
Wait,
like
hold
go
on.
home.
Let's go into an actual example, okay? Give us
Gotta
an.
eat.
Did that happen?
You
You
have
were
to
you were
eat.
at a burger place? Hold on. Were you actually at a burger place and this actually happened?
It probably has happened.
What do you mean it probably
Probably or
has?
yes,
It
it
happens
How'd you-
that
too
much.
many,
Do you-
like-
are you
yeah,
just-
How does it
exactly.
happen that
Probably.
often? How
What,
are you?
do you just
I
not
really want to know
remember?
how you're affording all of this.
I
It's
also
where you get
have that
money from.
question. I really do.
My thing is that it's like if you
I need
want
to
a
know.
man to pay for your dinner, why would you pay for his dinner at all? I understand that you're saying you feel awkward and stuff, but like you either want him to pay for you or not.
I can't force someone to pay.
Well, hold on.
No, you
Hold on.
can. You can say
They-
I'm paying
they
for my
might-
own meal.
it
They'll get
worked on you.
theirs.
And I say that, like I offer, I'm like, hey, why don't we go 50-50? But they guilt trip you. They say, I don't have any money. Like there's always
Tell
something.
them to
where
eat a
you-
dick.
What?
And then you walk out?
No, you pay for your own meal and tell them screw you. I'm not
Wait,
paying
are
for your
these white
stuff.
guys?
I think you don't really have to put up with something like this.
What kind of date?
Like,
what kind of-
there's nothing wrong
We know
with
your
saying,
type.
Baby, you gotta
oh.
stick up for yourself. You gotta stick up for yourself.
Wait,
Is
hold
what's
on. She's
happening
getting
here.
way too many
Yeah,
questions.
everybody's talking at her.
Let's do one at a time. Abigail's gonna ask you.
Oh.
What?
I want to know how you're getting money.
Okay, yeah. People have been curious. Why don't you answer that?
Okay. I don't know super like how to. I just have it.
Doesn't make any sense.
You just have a lot of money in your bank account.
How'd you just come across a ton of money?
Can you take me to dinner? I might not pay.
She has roommates.
I don't have any money.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. I'm not saving you.
No, we don't
Yeah,
have to go
it
into
seems
it.
like-
If
And
she says
remember
she
the
has
almost
money,
30-year-old.
I
kidnapped her.
I seriously just feel like if you, I seriously feel like you should just tell men no. If you don't want to pay for their meals, you need to get to a point where you can tell people no.
Can you walk me through this
no.
situation where
Here's
like,
the problem.
Put yourself in my shoes.
Yes.
Like it's going down.
Oh, you're a
You
little more
are sitting
assertive
down.
than she is.
You're sitting down at supper. You get the bill.
Wait.
And they
straight-
say-
So this is what I ordered. Can you put that on a separate bill for me?
That's what you would say to the
Yes, I would
Yeah.
because
This
I'm
is a
paying
bad
for my own
example 'cause
stuff.
Us are like single. Like
Well, no.
But
Even if
also
I'm in a
too-
relationship, anything like that, I'll pay for my own thing. I think the thing is you need to get more comfortable telling people no.
No, you need to stop going on Hinge dates with dudes you don't like and then being surprised when it doesn't work out. It's
There
like
seems
not a
to-
match from the beginning. If you're hanging out, you're hanging out. If you're on a date,
I
you're
don't
on
think
a
it's.
date.
I don't
Go-
think it's
Nicolette,
necessarily
go ahead.
that.
I was going to say there seems to be a pattern of you going out with guys who don't pay. So maybe, I mean,
It's on her.
look for a different
No, it's
guy.
not on her.
I think you just need to get comfortable with telling people no. I think you'll get there
I'm just
eventually.
a little confused. I mean, okay, so how old are the guys you're typically dating?
Like in their 20s.
In their 20s.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming, at least the way it typically goes, like they're asking you out, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you're matching with them on dating apps?
Yes.
Of how many times would you say that this has occurred? Where you've gone on a date and you paid the whole bill?
50% of the time.
But no, not percentage. How many dates?
There's been so many, Brian. I could not give
more
you a
than
number.
3?
Oh, for sure.
More
like,
than 10?
I don't know. I don't know.
how
Well,
long
it's
have you been
never-
dating? No.
I've been dating since I was like legal to do that. Like,
I just.
Okay.
Wait, legal? Wait, what?
Wait, let me read this. Law Paladin's Trust Fund Baby. Obviously, she's picking dates the same way that men pick women. She doesn't care about their money, just like men don't care about a woman's money. Well, it's still, I mean, even if you're wealthy or not wealthy, typically people are gonna.
I'm not wealthy.
I also just feel like you seem like a sweet girl, and
you,
you
Wall Paladins.
kind of have a duty to, protect yourself and whatever. And if you don't like the way you're being treated because you think, men aren't treating you right on dates and stuff, you have a duty to tell them, no, I'm not paying for you on the date. If you don't want to.
No one's going to advocate for you except yourself.
Exactly.
I
Yes.
feel like maybe it's the way you're presenting yourself to these
Like she's
guys.
a pushover.
Yes. Yes. I mean, I have pretty bad anxiety.
Say it to him. Say you're not.
Julie has terrible anxiety.
I have horrible
It's
anxiety. I had
something
panic
that
attacks in the karaoke
I'm just
bar.
kind of. I mean, as a guy, I've never gone into a date, especially if I asked the girl. I've never gone into the date ever expecting that she pay the whole bill. Perhaps there's. Perhaps it could at minimum be a split, or I'm going to just pay for the whole thing. So it's odd to me that these guys are going, like they're asking you on a date, but they're not even going in prepared to at least pay their bill. That's really weird. That's really weird.
And if
Like,
you
that's
don't
some
like
girl
it,
shit.
tell them
That's
no.
what
That's
her
what
point
girls
is.
do.
But that's what she's
That's
saying,
some
that
girl
men are
shit.
getting lazy in dating. That's her point.
We can even double down with this area and like how expensive this area is in particular and things like that. It's like
It's a Santa Barbara problem.
But
for sure.
even
no,
with,
that's what's weird about it. I'm saying it's like
Well, I mean, people are definitely struggling.
I mean, even with
to live
all
out.
that, you should be able to
Area's
tell
very
people
wealthy.
like, fuck no, like, I earned this
think
myself.
maybe
I'm not
the
gonna do that
problem
for you.
is-
Y'all trying to move out here? You've
Even
been
if you do
looking?
like them, they should respect you.
from here.
If they like
Oh,
you, they'll
right,
respect you when you say no.
But I think the problem is, like, from what you've said
You can definitely weed
earlier,
out some
is
people.
that
Yeah.
you win on dates because you want a friend and, like, you're kind of filling time and, like, looking for a companion. So I think you're probably just not picking the kind of men who are paying for dates. And that's no shade to you. Like, I like hanging out with people as well. I think it's probably just the people that you're picking.
You should be a
maybe?
little more selective.
I don't go on like dates where you would like pay for something like supper
Yeah.
with the guys who I don't think I like very much. That's like a walk.
Okay.
Wait, can I ask you
Yeah.
a question? Are you so? You said this has happened like at least 10 times or so.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, and are you going more so to like sit-down restaurants,
Sometimes.
or sometimes
like
it's
a
like go to the
second date.
counter,
A second
like
date
Habit
is sit
Burger.
down.
You go to the counter and order. No, first date, but it's happening on second dates too. You're still paying.
Well, like on the first date, we walk. It doesn't cost money. Like he has to get himself there,
Okay, so
and
on
then we're walking.
okay, so on first dates you don't go for like food or drinks or anything.
Well,
okay,
that's
so this
why.
is this is happening on second dates.
That's
then
why
Are you Hold on. Are you proposing the walking date or are they?
me, because I don't.
So then, but okay. So if you're initiating the first date, are you not then initiating the second date?
I didn't initiate the date. I just chose the.
But you said men are lazy. Men are lazy because I go on dates with them and they don't pay. But
Yes.
that's never been the case for a first date because you only go on walking dates and you ask for the walking dates. So second dates, you're asking for the second date or they're asking for the second date?
It depends. Like it depends on the. It's not like the same
Okay,
every
so
time.
so
I like
second dates that they ask for, you're encountering men that are not willing to pay
Yes.
the bill,
Yes.
even though they're asking for it,
Yes.
correct? Okay, and so are you offering to pay?
No, I'm not offering. I get put in a position where I feel like I have to.
So give us an example. Give us 3 examples.
I feel like I have.
Okay, well, so the waiter comes
Yes.
and then puts, okay, hope you guys had a good meal. I'm the waiter. What happens? Explain it to me.
I'll kind of like sit there and like I always will like fuck around with my purse or my wallet just to like seem
a chance.
courteous. Yes, exactly. You want to see like what's going to happen here, what's going to unfold. And then at that point, sometimes they really don't pick up their wallet and they might be on their phone. They might have gotten up to leave. And then I'm kind of like, oh, fuck. Like you get anxious and you don't think about it and you're just like, well, it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. It was only like $20. Like, there you go. And it's just done. You want it off your hands. I'm not going to be like confrontational.
Yeah.
I just might not see them again after that. But like, it's not one of those things where I'm going to be like, oh, you should pay or like, we need to
no,
do this.
you don't have
What do you
to
think
tell
about like bringing
confrontational, be
cash
like-
to your dates and you just kind of
Yeah, you also don't have
Let
to
him
be.
do.
You don't have to be confrontational, but you also need to be assertive if that's what you want. Like,
it's not even assertive. It's like,
Well, that's
oh hey,
confrontational.
we're splitting this.
well, yeah, that's what I'm
like
saying.
the
Just be
general
like,
statement, we're
just
splitting
say
this.
like, hey, are we splitting this or what's going on here?
And
just
then,
straight up ask them.
and
That's
then
not an
they
issue.
say, oh, like I'm really tight on money right now. Like I can't do it.
And then then say pay for your own meal.
Wait,
then
how
babe.
many times
They
has that actually
can.
happened? Has that happened more than one time?
Yes, it's happened more.
With
Listen,
the
I've been
different
saying.
different
Okay,
guys.
different guys.
How many different guys has a guy said the checks come? Oh, I'm tight on money.
Half the time I go on a date, which I have been on quite a few, that happens.
That's also like if they're tight on money and they can't pay for their own meal, go wash dishes in the back, babe. You did
That's
it to
what I was
yourself.
thinking.
You did it to yourself.
Okay, but what makes it
This
lazy?
seems. This is. I believe you. It just sounds very
No,
uncommon.
She makes a point.
I
What
think
makes
lazy,
it
lazy is
That
like you
makes it
can't even
lazy.
pay your own way. I would say that's what makes it lazy.
well, why are you going
she's
out for a
not
lobster
lazy
dinner if you
for-
can't pay for your
for-
lobster dinner?
Yeah.
Is a
Yeah.
$20 date the type of guy who's okay going on a $20 date? I wouldn't expect him to
Whoa,
pay.
hold on. That's not true. That's
Let's
not
go,
true.
Nicolette.
I hold on. That's not true. I'm totally fine with a $20 date. You need to pay your own way, or let me know beforehand instead of me being stuck there with a bill.
Even
or like,
McDonald's isn't even $20.
I'll fuck up McDonald's on the
there
first
with
date.
inflation and
What?
Listen,
Where are you
I'll-
getting a $20
I'll pick
date?
you up in my car and I'll drive us to
Oh, 2
McDonald's right
burgers.
now. I don't
In-N-Out.
care.
I'll be your sugar
But
baby.
my
Now
question
on
is
the budget.
what makes
let
it
me get
lazy
you in my
though?
goddamn car. What the hell?
Like I just feel like you're describing the fact that you had to pay as like the men are lazy, but like for the multiple years ago where men were meant to pay, were the women lazy? Or like,
That's silly. That's
I even
silly.
want to scratch that idea. How are they lazy? As in, they go to this dinner, they're there, and you don't even like present the idea
Yeah.
of being like, let's split the bill. Laziness would be like I don't even know what laziness would be.
It
because
se- it
even
seems like
on
you're
the date,
shy and you're being taken
they
advantage
can go
of.
work behind
Is
the
what's
scenes,
happening.
like,
lack of communication.
call the cops for like.
Hold on.
Lol Paladins donated $200. If you run into one broke dude, you run into one broke dude. If you only run into broke dudes, you are the problem. She's picking dudes only
I
on
don't
his
think
appearance and drizz.
I don't think that's necessarily true. I think she might just be shy.
Do they speak English?
Oh, I'm shy. Yeah, I'm really shy.
Do they speak English? Are they fluent in English?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, do you-
I
I'm
don't know.
really shy,
You said
yeah.
you
I mean,
date a
you're
certain
young
type, so-
and you're meeting
even
on
if you're
dating
not
apps. It
shy,
seems like a
well, even if you're not shy, that's
I'm
fine.
here.
Maybe
I'm
just
here
go
because I'm
exclusively
shy.
coffee
I'm so shy.
dates. Maybe
Okay,
just
if
go
I'm-
exclusively
if-
coffee
sorry, if
dates.
I'm
Or
wrong,
worst
I
case scenario,
apologize.
that can
Hold
be
on.
your.
Just one sec, guys. Law Paladins, thank you. Let me just read this really quick. John Green, okay, how many women do you think would have to be respected after before sex, considering STDs? Wait, what?
Wait, that doesn't
Like,
make
what
any
would
sense.
their body count be before
How many
you
women do you
respected
think
it?
would have to be respected after before sex?
That doesn't make any sense.
This is when we were talking about.
Oh, this is a while.
It was a while ago, but
Well, it came
what
in
does it
20,
mean?
20 minutes ago.
Okay.
John Green, by the way, send it through Streamlabs if you can. I mean, YouTube's fine, but YouTube takes that big
Heavy
percentage. So
catfish.
thank you, John Green. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I don't understand the question really, though. Do you guys get
I
what
don't
he's
get it.
asking?
I don't
If,
know
if
either.
it's something about STDs, I do ask about like when's the last time you got STDs,
Yeah, of
sexual
course,
partners,
you
and
have
things. I
to.
always ask about
Before
that.
you.
You should always respect
Yeah.
them before sex.
Well,
I
no,
only
you-
respect them
not
before.
after.
Not after. I'm kidding.
During, not
No, my
after.
thing is
Does
after,
that
before
answer
them,
your
don't
question? Is
after
that-
you go get tested still, right? I still do it, right?
I have a feeling he's saying like, would we really be considering respecting a woman if we have to consider STDs? Meaning she's had so many partners that like
You
are
have to
we- are
consider
we,
STDs
like,
even though
McKenna
you
He's
does
saying
whatever.
about like would we consider
She
like
does.
It
would a
only
man really
takes
consider
one.
respecting
She
her?
does whatever.
You need
That's
to
true. I mean,
consider
McKenna's
STDs
that's my
every
do.
question.
time.
She's gonna do whatever.
That's the closest I can think of.
McKenna does whatever.
She does whatever. That's kind of frisky there, McKenna. Thank you. All right. Wait. So, anyways, going back to this. Okay. So, I want to give you a couple strategies here. Okay.
What do you mean strategies?
First
All right,
off,
all right.
you got to just like if at the end, if the waiter brings the bill, I'm giving you game here, right? You got to you can't be, let me look through my purse, try to do the whole like token. Oh, you want me to get this? No, you got to just sit there and just
Dead eye.
fucking look at him.
Yep.
But then what
That's
if I'm
being
a bitch? Like
confrontational.
I don't want to be a bitch.
Well, this is your
You want to be a
opportunity not
bitch
to
or you
be,
want to have no
though.
money?
Wait, wait. Here's another question. Any of these guys who made you pay on the second date, did you smash them?
Oh, don't
That's
tell
a
me.
yes.
Say it ain't so.
Damn, good for them. Good for those guys. Good for those guys.
Alpha, stand up. Ooh.
Let's go. Wait, did you have carnal knowledge?
You gotta pick a different phrase.
Carnal knowledge? S and P and the V? Yeah. No, it's fine.
Not all of them.
Well, if you're gonna
Wow, damn,
reward
bro.
them for bad
That's
behavior and
gangster,
not do
dude.
anything,
Making
great.
the chick pay for the
Bad
date.
behavior. What if they're
That's
poor?
gangster, son.
I
Good
think
for them.
you need to have a much more clear line of communication before
Did they
these
get a cell phone
dates.
from the government? Okay, never mind.
They got an Obama phone. No, I think you should just have these conversations before you go out, and it seems like you do because it's on the second date. But be like, hey, this is what I'm looking for. If this is not what you're looking for,
Wait, are these? You said you date like only Mexican guys. Were these like Mexican guys?
Sometimes, yes.
I thought like Mexican guys were super traditional.
Me
Aren't
too.
they like more
not from
traditional?
Oxnard.
They are.
Most of
I'm
the
just
time.
kidding.
No, but they're more like
Oxnard,
traditional.
Most of the
I was like, mine.
Do you like
That's
present
crazy.
yourself as having a lot of money? Like, do you say, like, oh, I'm just here, I don't have a job?
I
like,
think she's actually
No,
an heiress to
like,
a
I'm-
maple
that's what I'm
syrup
saying, yeah.
conglomerate.
I'm just existing. Like I'm wearing like normal clothes. Like I'm not even wealthy. I'm just like me. Like I think they do assume that though, because they assume that because I'm like not in school, I don't work, but I'm still existing and have been.
Do they?
And in Santa Barbara, California.
Yeah,
Yes.
literally.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I have
wouldn't-
like I don't have a beater car.
Do you
like
have
it
a
kind of they're
housemate?
like, oh.
Do you have your
Yeah.
own place?
No, I don't have my own place.
You have a roommate or housemate?
I have a housemate.
Okay. You look like. No.
Detective Mike Hunt donated $200.
Oh yes.
They were brave and decent men.
He's a brave and a decent man. He's a pioneer.
These men are pioneering. I gotta get some game from these guys. They're hold on. The
just
girl is
guilting
paying
women.
for the date, and they're still
It's manipulation.
hitting.
Do you
Wait,
want to
hold on.
manipulate people?
Wait, how are they
ahead.
manipulating?
yeah, but at what cost? Like,
How are
that's
they
what you have to
manipulating?
be.
These guys
It's
are.
a guilt trip. Like if someone's telling you I'm dirt poor, like
And you
I
still
really,
fucked 'em?
I really like you. Like you're so beautiful. Like I really want to see you, but like I just really don't have the money. Like this week, maybe
Damn,
next
girl.
week. Like
Shit.
what are you gonna do?
You're
you're
getting
gonna fuck
finessed.
them.
Seen him in the first place.
You're getting finessed.
I'm sorry.
Holy
If you're going out to dinner with him, you shouldn't have seen him in the first place.
might
If
be
he
a
can't even pay
self-esteem
for his
issue.
own portion of the meal. Oh Lord. If that's the case, if he's like, oh, I'll do it next week. I'm so sorry. I'm so broke. Then he should have waited till next week. This is crazy. This is a crazy conversation. Like,
Wait, okay, hold on. Well, I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong. First off, I think they're lying. They probably do have
Oh,
money, but
100%.
they're probably just using you. Secondly,
Send a Venmo request.
I think that.
I like that. Venmo
Shit, what was I
request.
going to say? Sorry, interrupted.
I feel like men just think that they look bad to women if they don't pay, so like they have to kind of find a way to get them to pay. So it's not necessarily manipulation in my eyes, but it's like
Find a way to get
they
them to pay
kind
is
of like
manipulation.
they have the money. Maybe they're just lying about it because they're like,
definitely
hey, like I don't know how to tell you that like I'm not gonna pay for the date. Like I think you should pay.
Yeah.
I just feel like men get looked down on if they don't pay for it, so they kind of have to make an excuse to be like,
But,
"Hey."
so in addition to splitting the bill or even paying for the whole bill, you said driving. So you'll pick these dudes up,
On occasion.
and then you'll also you put in more time, I guess. Man,
It sucks. I'm not happy about it, and I hear like the table
mean, you don't have to
saying that
settle
like,
for it.
yeah, that's the
don't.
consensus is like this is your fault. Like you're the reason.
no, we
to
don't.
a
I don't think
certain
it's your fault.
extent. To
No.
a certain
I don't
extent.
think
I
it's
think
your
it
fault
is.
at all. I think. Oh, whoa.
I feel like we're missing.
No,
Some
I think
details.
you're young, and I think there's a lack of like communication and a lack of like boundaries
I think
that you're
you just-
comfortable
yes,
with.
so
So I
you
don't
need to
mean
set more
it.
boundaries before
I
you
don't
go
mean
out.
it in a way that it's your fault. I'm just trying to be like, oh, you should just be more careful about
Kind
who
of
you're
because
going on
you don't
dates
have to allow yourself to continue
Yes.
going through this,
And
and, you
al-
deserve a lot better.
I do want to say when I said you might have been shy earlier, you seemed like you were a little like upset by me saying that, and I didn't mean that. It was just me like trying to engage with like what exactly is going on. Like I was just trying to figure it out. Like if
mean,
you're not shy,
you
you're not
said-
shy.
City boys.
But
City Boy Summer.
I do think you should probably, vet these men out before you go on dates with them if you don't like the dates that you're going on. If you don't like that you're picking them up, you don't like that you're paying for their dinner, blah 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 blah. You should tell them before you go on the date, I'm not paying for your dinner.
I gotta
I'm
be
not
honest though.
picking you
This is
up.
Then
this
you're
is.
a bitch.
I
It seems
think
like
it's
you're really
crazy though. Hold on,
uncomfortable being
hold on.
uncomfortable.
Hold on. This is crazy though because like I've never encountered a girl who's like asked me like, "Hey, do you have enough to at least pay for your meal?" Like the fact, like
She's admirable, really.
the girl like.
It's a bold
I
statement.
can at least as a girl like the minimum should be you're at least gonna pay your thing, he's gonna pay his.
That's a given.
Like that's a
That's a
bare
given.
minimum.
That's a given.
A lot of the guys are just gonna pay for the whole meal, but the fact that the guy as a male, you're going on a date and not at least expecting to pay for your own shit. That's weird. Like, I've never.
I mean, you should just at the end of the day.
That's weird.
You should.
I have enough next week. It's like
No,
again,
at the end of the day, you just shouldn't pay for their stuff if you don't want to.
That would be weird to do with a friend. Like, if you're meeting up with a friend
100%.
for food, and like.
I pay for their shit all the time. What the hell?
No, but if you don't bring like, I don't know. You should always have your own money. That's.
Oh no, you should always have your own money,
Women
but you should.
blank
But
men
you should
for
also be ready to tell people
alpha
no at the same
fucks
time.
Or beta bucks, be the alpha fucks that gets the woman to buy you dinner. If you're buying her food, she sees you as a provider. Trend harder. I only buy dinner for Brian.
Aw.
Yeah, dude.
He's
hey.
eating good tonight.
Does that
Goddamn.
mean he's an AF?
Call me Brian. I want a free meal.
Okay.
Paladin is an AF?
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Identify as Brian.
I identify as Brian.
Lol paladins. Thank you, bro. Appreciate
I am a
it.
paladin, actually. I'm a level 11 blood elf paladin.
You're a level 11. Calm
She's-
down.
I just started last night. I renewed my WoW
She
subscription.
can
I'm
calm
busy
down.
for the next couple months.
Level 11.
Good to know. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, that's crazy, man. You got to talk to a doctor about that or something.
I think
she needs to
I
talk to
think
a
you're
doctor.
just a sweet girl and you enjoy the
Yeah.
company, but I think you should
You
just
need.
be
You
more
should set
clear
more
with your
boundaries.
moving
You
forward.
should
Wait.
set more
They're
boundaries.
definitely walking all over you.
What?
Yeah.
Besides just the fact that you like Mexican guys, what else is your type?
Guys who don't
Like
pay on
blasted in
dates.
tats?
Guys who have no money.
No, that doesn't necessarily matter. I like the hair, like curly hair, like physically, like that's more important than
What do they
almost
call that
anything.
haircut? The,
Curly hair?
Haircut doesn't matter. Just like
I thought it was
does
called
curl?
the Edgar.
No,
I don't
that's
think
what
she's
you're
referring to
saying.
that haircut.
What's the age range of the guys?
They're like all over, like anywhere from like 19 to like 30. It's like in there.
What's the oldest guy who made you pay?
That's tough.
It's like
Like
35.
28.
That's crazy.
That's some game right there.
Yeah.
I got to meet these dudes. These guys are some
I don't
fucking
really think
legends
that's game.
in Santa
That's
Barbara.
just like taking advantage of someone who hasn't yet.
It's kind of game.
Hasn't yet stepped into her own boundaries.
It's kind of game.
Would we
So
ever
wait, I have a
say?
question,
Hold on.
though.
Would we ever say any of this shit in the reverse though? Because
Hell
men,
yeah.
That's
men
game
are,
as fuck.
No,
of
men are
course not.
overwhelmingly paying for first dates, paying the whole bill.
If I get a
Wasn't
28-year-old man to pay for my meal, that's game
You
as
guys are
hell.
saying it's just me.
That's normal.
getting
You think
mad.
it's game to
That's
get a
game
guy
as
to pay
fuck.
for your dinner?
No, because I usually pay for my own shit.
Yeah, but it's not game. You think it's game to
I
have
got
a guy pay
game.
for your
Listen,
dinner?
I got games.
Then, like,
That's like the
everyone has
default.
game.
no.
That's the default.
No, I have game.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, yeah, I think
Sure
it is
you
the
do.
default.
If that's
Sure you
game,
do.
what are you saying I have? No game?
No, you
Is that
have.
what you're
You have
saying?
negative game.
He might have a little more game than you. Just a
No,
little
actually, you know what though?
more. Just a little more.
I actually don't. I think she does have game.
Paying for men's meals.
Explain.
Like the naivete thing. That's game.
Yeah, that is
Oh,
game.
I mean, like that's her brand.
That's game.
Naivete.
No, but if
Right,
but if the
naivete.
but hold on, because if the game went
Naivete.
hard enough, her meal
That's
would be paid
game.
for.
Huh?
If the game went hard, if the game went hard enough, her meal would be paid for.
She's just not playing the game right.
Yeah, you're playing the game, but you gotta just tell you gotta play it the other way and get your meals
That's
paid
also
for.
called manipulation. Just
She
for-
also
Let's
did
just
that.
for
She's
reference.
saying
You
she
should do
likes
that.
sugar
Just for
daddies.
reference. I think you should do that.
I don't think this is like me being naive. I think that I like can see what's going on. I know that they're manipulating me.
Yeah.
I know that they probably have the money, and I just like feel fucking bad, and it works. Like I'm sorry, like I can be
Yeah.
manipulated. Like it works.
You're just
on
too
me.
sweet. You're honestly just too sweet.
This
You
is-
really
it's-
gotta tell people to eat
It's such
shit.
a strange coincidence, though, that you've ran into so many men that
Yeah.
won't
Are they,
even
do they
pay
have like a
their
group chat
bill.
or something?
gonna
Like,
say,
what
maybe
is
they-
this?
yeah, but
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
hey, guess what?
They watch the pods.
Nah,
They're
you're
like,
just
hey,
too
I'm
smart,
happy
bro.
if you want a free meal. I don't want to pay.
I've never gone into a date like that I asked for expecting her to pay for that.
It's just different people.
That's
though.
like next level. Props to them.
What do you
That's
think about
next
women
level.
inviting you on a date? Do you expect
Huh?
she would pay the whole bill if she invites you on a date? What do you think about that?
At least half, huh?
Or at least half?
I mean, I'd go in like
Yeah.
probably like half, or
Yeah.
if she wants to pay for it, fine. But I'd be prepared to at least pay
Yeah, let's
half.
be prepared.
But if she asked me out and she's like, "You pay," I'd be like, "Oh, okay."
Well, that's weird. Yeah, that's weird. That just seems
Actually, you know
rude.
what? I probably
Like,
still would pay.
Because you'd be like, dang, that
That's
was
Are you
cool.
easily manipulated too?
I mean, it's a $10, $20 meal. I don't care.
Whoa,
I don't
where are you
care.
going?
Damn, what the hell?
McDonald's.
In and out. In and out.
We had Arby's the other day. It was it kind of hit.
What the
Expensive,
fuck?
$15.
Arby's was expensive, but
Well,
it
I mean,
kind of
this brings up like
Good
what kind
combo.
of first date etiquette? Like maybe go out for coffee or like tea instead of like a steak dinner at.
You know what? This is my soft guy era. Drizzle.
My
Yeah, actually,
soft
girls should pay for the first date. And
What?
the
I agree.
Next
In
10.
and
For
out
all
easy.
first dates?
Soft guy, Summer. I don't know.
I think it
He's
depends
in
on
his
the
princess
kind
era.
of relationship that you want. I think it depends on the kind of relationship that you
Depends
want.
what you're looking for sure.
If you're looking for like a relationship like that's super traditional where you want a man to provide or whatever the hell, it makes sense that he would pay on the first date. If you are liberal and you don't give a fuck, okay, pay on the first date then.
Yeah.
So men are lazy though.
No. I
No,
don't
she
think
said that.
That was my
in,
problem.
In any other ways?
That was the lazy
Is it just the
part.
like paying for the date thing?
It does seem
That's how they're lazy?
though.
Is it also
it
like
is
sex
lazy.
too? Like they only want you on top?
TMI.
That
You
laugh
ain't
said
hitting it
yes.
from below? The hell?
Hmm?
Nothing. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say a goddamn word.
That's
Why is
crazy.
Okay, ladies, what's happening?
Hey, yo, ladies, how's your day going?
Is that it though? Is that, I mean,
I don't know. We have nothing to add.
guys are lazy, I guess.
No, I want to know, like, I feel like it's easy for you guys to say, like, if you were in that position, this is what you would do. But it doesn't sound like many of you guys have been in the position where you have felt like you had to pay regularly on dates. So it's like, oh, yeah, like, you should just say, like, fuck off. But, like, no, what would you actually say?
I don't think you need to say fuck
person.
off.
Some
One
people
at a
really
time.
do have the confidence.
You
to
don't
be
need
like,
to get
"I'm not doing
aggressive.
that."
You don't need to get aggressive and fight them. You just say, I'm paying for my own meal.
Throw hands.
You
Thank
should be
you.
like, wait, what's
Also-
that thing from Borat?
Ooh. Go.
Yeah. It's like,
My
you will
wife-
never get this.
Yeah. You'll never get this.
You know what?
You're not gonna pay?
You always win if you do the
never-
Borat
wait,
voice.
wait.
Guaranteed winning.
I can do
That's
Borat
game.
voice.
Well, with this statement, I would never say
shit.
fuck off. I would say at least let's split. Like even if they order more than me, I would be like, okay, we're.
You
gonna
can always
split
say
the
like,
You need
"Oh,
to be
sorry,
confident
I only
enough
have
to tell
enough for
someone
mine."
no.
Like you
I'm
can
gonna split the bill.
You can do that too.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
allowed.
too, to answer your question, I've been on
Sorry, go ahead.
I've been on a lot of first dates and I've never paid. So I don't know, like, I don't
wait, hold on.
never been in that
Wait, hold on. Let
situation.
me see.
Wait, let's go.
Like, that's
Here, I'll
my
send
point.
it
Like,
to
you
it's
get the
not
whole
easy to
thing.
You
say
would
it
never
right now.
get this.
Go ahead.
No, just do your.
No, go ahead.
Just do your.
It's
Say your point,
it's
say
not
your
that
point.
we've never been in that position before. It's that we understand the position that you're in, and I hope
It's
that
standing
you
up
will
for
get to a
yourself,
point where
yeah.
you can tell people
Having
no.
boundaries, that's
I
okay.
want you to get to a point where you can tell people no.
No,
I'm
'cause
not
I
paying
have
for
a few
this
things
because it
before
seems
we
like you
even
don't
go on
want
a
to pay
first
for it.
date
You
where
don't
I'm
like
not
it.
going.
Do you
are the
like
things?
paying for the
Going on a
meal?
walk.
Play it, Nick.
Oh, so then I don't want. I'm not
Just
paying for your stuff.
Just the
My
audio.
sister, she show her vagina to my brother below and say, "You will never get this. You will never get this. La 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 la." Here behind this cage, crazy,
can- that's
crazy.
it,
Everybody
that's it.
laughs. She
You can
goes,
stop
"You
it.
Get this. You will
Anyways,
I love Borat. Goddamn.
I feel like we're not getting the whole story on this. You know what I mean?
Oh, sorry. I keep playing with this clip. God damn it.
Stop it.
My hands. I need ADHD.
Yeah.
She needs ADHD.
Play with your knees.
I need the DDD.
What the?
Anyways,
I will say though,
Wait,
like,
is the audio?
we're trying.
sorry.
Okay. Anyways, so men are lazy though. Men are lazy. They're not putting in enough effort.
Yes.
So
Well,
you're saying
I think they're putting in a lot of effort to get you to pay every time.
I feel like there's a group chat. Like that seems weird. Like one after another. That seems odd.
Anyways, we're gonna move on.